Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. And today is a shorter meditation practice, so it's not as important, really, but you want to find something generally comfortable and sturdy. You don't want to be uncomfortable during the practice because it'll just be an unnecessary distraction. You also don't want to feel unbalanced. You want to have a sense of stability because it helps us feel grounded, that we're here for this moment, not to get to the next, but just here and now. Sitting in a chair works nicely. You can sit in a formal meditation posture on the floor. Just find what works for you. And today is a little different. I'm going to instruct you to either keep your eyes closed or open during this practice. And today we're actually going to begin with our eyes open, if that's okay with y'all. And as your eyes being open, leave the screen, that's a horrible sentence, but leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you. Just looking at the floor, the desk, or whatever is just below you. We're not staring at the floor. We're not analyzing it or focusing on it. And we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze in between, looking softly yet clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position, and your eyes are open, gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. With the eyes open, take a few moments to notice the breath. You can feel the breath in the lower belly, the abdomen, solar plexus, the throat or the nose. Wherever you feel it, just notice the breath and watch it rise and fall. And when you notice that you're thinking about something, planning, worrying, remembering, just return to the breath gently. And as you're noticing the breath, begin to let go of the things you have to get done today. The giant to-do list. And of course, let go as well of the things you've accomplished. Just be here and notice the breath, rising and falling. Now, with your eyes open and your gaze down, notice your field of vision as a complete whole. You don't need to look around or change perspective. You just need to see, just notice the vision as it is. Just what is it like to see? And maybe you'll notice how in the center of the vision, it's a lot clearer, but as you move towards the edges of vision, things become obscure and colorless. And noticing how it's not a circle, it's more of an oval shape. Maybe even the pink cloud we call our nose, you can see in the vision. Very simple. Just notice your vision as one experience. You can call it your single eye, as Douglas Harding calls it. This single eye of vision. And notice here, or rather, as a question, from this single place of vision, can you see your face? In fact, it may be silly, but attempt from vision to see your face. What happens? Maybe you could see your thighs or your feet, the floor. And then as you move towards the body, it gets less and less clear, and then it turns into what? Just notice how you can't see your face, nor can you see your head. So if we only go based on the evidence of our experience, not by thinking, not from learning, not from what we are told, not from reading books, not from an anatomy book, but just right here in this exact experience, right now. Where's your face? Notice how when you look for the face or the head, there's not only nothing to be seen, but there is the world. There's nothing sitting behind vision, looking out. And if you believe there is, find it. The face is nowhere to be found, and your head is nowhere to be found. And upon that recognition, just stay here. Right here, with no head, no face, and just rest. Okay, you can look at the screen. And don't worry if this practice today made no sense to you, or if it did nothing. It was just very weird. I don't know all of you, but I'm sure, and from my experience and other experiences, that meditation would be understood by very few of you because it is so obvious. See, the problem with books and the problem with talking, when we say things like, what are you? What are you really? Who am I? Self-inquiry practice, which we do all the time here. But it seems as though that this is some distant, grand goal to achieve. It makes books, when they talk about selflessness, you read Sri Ramana Maharshi or any of the Zen masters, it always seems some obscure, crazy, distant thing. Like, what are they talking about? It seems some far-off mountain to climb. But it's not. It's so obvious. It's so obvious that we miss it. I can't exactly remember the line Edgar Allan Poe said, but he said, if I wanted to hide the entire world, I'd put it under everyone's nose. It's right there. Because look, right now, you're looking at this screen. And we say, and you feel, and me looking at the screen, but if you just pay attention to what is happening in experience, you can't see a you looking. There's only this looking, right? This is what Buddhists call emptiness. Shunyata. That there's no outside thing that looks out. So like as Douglas Harding says, and this is kind of a play on his meditations, when you look for your head, what is there? You just turn the view right now. as you're looking at this, where's your head in all this? You turn it back. You turn it back. And if you just do it from the point of view of your eyes, not by thinking, you may know that you have a head. You may have seen your face in a mirror. You may understand anatomy of human brains. You may see my head and assume you have one. But when you look from your perspective right now, where is it? You can't see it. That's how simple this is. And this isn't a claim about reality. This isn't saying this is you metaphysically don't have a head. What it is saying is the place that we put the person is always in this empty, vast thing that we really are. That sounded so weird, didn't it? But when you turn the view, right now, you're watching this video. Now just trace back your line. It just, as it comes back, you can only imagine a looker. There's not an actual looker there. You can't see your head. You can't see your face. So when you look for those things, what's there? The world. And the world's saying too much. It's just that simple. You can't see your head, can you? That's it. And so this whole thing of a life story, a problem, me, and thing that has to get here and there, and I'm this kind of person, when somebody looks at you, what's being implicated? Right now, it looks like I'm looking at you. What is that? It's nothing there. We're adding something by thinking conceptually to experience. We're saying there's an experiencer, an outsider looking into experience. But when you look for that outsider, what do you see? It's just more experience. There's no onlooker. What sees thinking? What sees this video? You just turn, and it's so simple. It doesn't mean it's easy. It just means you can't see your head right there. It's not a blankness. It's not even an emptiness. People use words like empty, vast, open, but those are just words too. But that's you. This is you. Sometimes, as I say, the hardiest treasures are buried the deepest. But with practice, we find that the treasure is found when we stop digging. There's nothing to do. You can't see your face. So this is why Buddhists ask, what is your true face? And there's poems and people talking about disappearing. All of a sudden, this little me that of all these problems that you're walking around with drains like a bathtub just out. It was never there in the first place, really. Now, I hope you understand that this has nothing to do with spirituality. This has nothing to do with metaphysics or tarot readings or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. I'm not even talking about ontology. It's just a simple fact. Your head can't be seen. Your face isn't there. If you pay attention to experience, nobody else's words, experience. There's no face. When you do this, and you're like, okay, there's my face, right? Yeah, but that experience of feeling it is more experience. There's no experience of an experiencer. And if you understand that, not with this, but just clearly seeing that, and not thinking about it, but just clearly seeing it, That is you. That is freedom from the illusion of being a separate I that is pushed around by the universe, that is born here and dies there. And it's the most obvious thing. So obvious that most of us are constantly overlooking it. So I try to do something like this a little different, just trying to point at the same thing from different angles, always going right back to it. So let me know if this worked out for you, or if it's just completely confusing. We'll just do something else. But thank you for showing up today, as always. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.